I didn't know we could do that. Ooh. Oh, that's not terrifying at all. I don't like this. I'm gonna begin the game. I don't like that.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Anything different?
Stanley worked for a company
No,
in
the balloons!
where he was
No!
employee number 427.
I don't like the balloons.
Employee number 427's job was
Do I get
simple.
my bucket?
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he
Can I get my bucket back?
Orders came to
I
him
want my
through
bucket.
a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Okay,
And
it
although
seems to be the
others might have
same
considered it
besides
soul-rending,
balloons.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Good for him.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Stanley
Something
Parable
that
2!
would forever
There's a
change
2 now.
Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call
I
a
don't
meeting,
like the balloons.
or
I
even
wanted the
say
blue ones.
hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't like the balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I want to get rid of them.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trick. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but
Yep.
it didn't make a single difference.
Well, I have to
Nor
get-
did it advance the story in
I
any
have to
way.
get over the traumatization you gave me. My bucket!
Stanley picked up the
Oh.
bucket.
My bucket. My bucket is here. Yes. This makes the game 100% better. There's a velvet rope. Mr. Narrator, there's a velvet rope. I can't go in the new content door. Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket is never wrong.
Stanley
How
took the
dare
door on his
you?
left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Guys! I found a new thing! There's a collectible! I must collect it.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I
You
love
can't
it.
buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment
I will.
you come across one of these
I will. I
beautiful
love
figurines.
collecting things. I love it. Can I get down? I don't want to try because I don't want to die. So I'm going to go back this way. I'm going to go in the thingy. Where does this lead? Whee! the end, is never 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 the end. It lives loading. Yeah! Where am I? Bucket, where are we? Oh, that's a cool little drawing. Ooh. Oh, we got an artist here. They're really good. Hi. I don't like this. Oh well, let's keep going. Hello. For people who do not know what these are cassette tapes. I used to listen to those all the time when I was little. I'm showing my age. Aw. It's never a good thing to do. You should never show your age. Boop. I did something. Hello.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
Aww.
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything
Stanley has a
makes.
voice.
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
The bucket is amazing.
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest
It's amazing,
when I set
isn't
it
it?
down,
Narrate.
it doesn't make sense. There's
bucket.
no explanation for it.
Bucket is everything.
Still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
I know.
Why everything feels so...
I don't like where this is going.
What do I
This
do
game
with
already
this
broke me. I
treasure?
can't do it again.
I can monetize it.
Huh?
Yes.
I don't like where
It's
this is going.
unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden
I don't
ticket.
like this.
But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
Oh no.
What's that?
Oh no.
Who's there?
Oh no.
Caporata.
What? 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 Meeting today.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
There's a meeting today. Okay.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay. 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 There was a
Stanley
meeting.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
There was a
and
meeting.
entered the door on his left.
There's a meeting in the meeting room. There's a meeting in the What? Through the collection into what we know, small figures have appeared in the office wings. There's no memo organization. in the air. Who took a picture of them? Fallen clues. We did it. Red room? What is this? You. Thank you. Good luck. There will be a reward for finding them all. Wouldn't you like to know? What is we need more planks. I have 2 stairs, something to do with stairs. They are both red and blue near the fireplace. 5, they're take it from me.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No!
I can really feel it now.
No!
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet.
No!
That's what the broom
It's
closet
mine!
is trying to say
It's
here.
my
It's
bucket!
supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
No.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be
Mine.
strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no.
No.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults
my bucket!
simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Mine.
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
How
That your
dare
relationship
it!
is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel
What?
the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in
No.
your path in an even partially enticing manner?
I'm naming
Well,
the
I'd
bucket.
never.
The
Go
bucket
on, Stanley.
is now
Lay
Billy the
into it.
Bucket.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
This is Billy the
Expand on
Bucket.
wide variety
He
of
loves me and I
experiences
love him, and you
the
can't
bucket
have
shared
him.
together. Go through each of them point by point.
He
Share
stayed
your
with
journal
me
entries detailing
during
rich
the
emotional
breaking
landscape
point of
your
the
feelings
infinite
for the bucket,
hole.
as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Yes, he
Let him
stayed
have
with
it.
me when I was broken and there was nothing left. So, ha!
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Yeah!
Now it's settled. No
Yeah.
more debate, no more discussion.
It's mine.
Take a hike, broom closet, with
Ha.
all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the
Ha.
nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Yep. Mine. It is mine.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You
Bucket.
see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
Uh-huh.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker. You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest,
It's okay, I'm
sick
giving
of
it
the
right back.
pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Yay! Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Woo! I found one. It is mine.
Another miniature Stanley
Yay!
figure. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
They're amazing.
mini stands?
Mini
Stanley
stand!
figures. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
I like it
Another
too.
Stanlerine under your belt.
Yay! 3 more to go. Yay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
This is the same
He
room.
looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
No.
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
Bucket,
And
no.
that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre
I need to go find my
hallucinations
bucket.
Stanley might experience without
I
the
need my
psychologically
bucket.
grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
No.
Now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh no.
Gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
No!
Where is it? I must find it.
Bucket,
Far
where
off
are
in
you?
the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Bucket!
Stanley! Stanley, it's me!
Bucket!
The bucket!
I'm coming!
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them
Bucket!
were his special bucket.
Bucket!
Come to me, Stanley!
I'm
Find
coming!
me.
I'm
He had to
coming!
find the bucket. He had to return to his
need
old
it.
friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then
Bucket!
suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
Where?
The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful.
What?
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
What is happening?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any
don't-
other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
What is this game doing to me? It just keeps doing it over and over again. It's melting my brain. Ah. I'm back. I'm back. I'm okay.
All of
I'm
his
okay.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I want my bucket. I want my bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Oh, here it is.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to it. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It's safer
and
there.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Yes.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How No, never mind.
The bucket
The
is
bucket
never
was
long.
wrong.
You take that back.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I will not.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Yes.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
Yes,
did not
okay.
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
All
He
right.
was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I didn't.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this
No!
point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
No!
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences
Let
on
me
the entire
through!
rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Really?
Please, step in here for a moment.
Bucket, protect me. Never the end is 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 loading. Bucket!
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Yes.
Okay, let's begin.
Alright.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
No. No, it is not. There is only one true bucket.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I think this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
What? What is my life?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? No!
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Me. Am I a bucket? Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm
I broke him! Ha!
Any of us know
This is
a
what you
bucket
get for
is?
breaking me more
And
than once
I,
this
a
game.
bucket. Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
Yes,
I'm
you are a
losing
bucket.
myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
You
I'm
are a
afraid the
bucket.
bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
No.
I can't have that. I'm sorry.
No.
But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No!
Okay.
No.
Here we
no,
go.
No. 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 No!
What
No!
happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Yes.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket?
Yes.
My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Yes, you
and
are.
you, Stanley, you're still here.
No,
You're
I'm a
not
bucket.
either.
I'm a
Oh,
bucket.
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
No.
Yes,
I'm
I
a
actually
bucket.
feel much more at ease right now.
I
It's
am a
delightful
bucket.
to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets.
Yay!
Okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person. All right, here we go.
No, what happened is the bucket is the creator of everything in this game, so when he got rid of it, he got rid of everything. It's that simple. He angered the bucket. He angered the bucket, so, yeah. Do not anger the bucket.